YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com. And in today's Madden 23 video, I'm going to break down the new defensive meta, the new defensive scheme that you need to be using right now to win more games in Madden 23 after the latest AP gameplay update. So in this game, I'm actually playing against somebody who runs all man coverage. As you guys can see his abilities here, he literally only has man-to-man abilities. Whereas I'm going to be running a hybrid defensive scheme where I'm basically going to be playing zone, but I'll man players up out of my zone defense. So a ton of people have been asking me what I think the best way to play defense now is that we've gone from 12 to 6 AP. I've posted the lineup I'm using, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys a full gameplay of me actually running my defense so you guys can see how it works. But also I wanted to show you guys someone who was playing all man coverage so you could get a little bit of a glimpse at two popular styles of defense right now to see what works best for you. Now, personally, I'm a big proponent of the hybrid defense. I don't think that all-out man-to-man right now is good. You guys can see, if you saw his abilities, he did not have enough knockout abilities on his field. I saw he had like outside shade. He had some KOs here and there, but there's definitely going to be players I can take advantage of, specifically that Chad Johnson free safety is one I noticed right off bat, because he really only has pick artist and then an X factor. So, guys, right there on fourth down, again, I see he's running spinner and playing all-out man-to-man coverage, but he's only rushing 3 or 4. He's not really blitzing me, so he's leaving his secondary vulnerable in coverage, and I was able to pick it apart with that post. Here, I'm actually going to go with a double post concept and motion just in case he does blitz me. And once again, guys, you can see Richard Sherman has outside shade, but he got absolutely fried because his outside shade is going to be irrelevant most of this game because I'm running tight. That's why really you need to have inside shade or one step ahead. To me, outside shade is not really viable at the moment because most players run tight on offense or compressed formations on offense. So it's very rare that an outside shade is even going to activate against a good player that knows what they're doing at least. Now, guys, I do free Madden 23 tip videos. I do gameplays on my channel on a daily basis. So if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe. If you're really rocking me, smash that like button, comment on the video. A lot of you guys have been asking me to post more gameplays going over schemes, lineups and tips. Hey, so that's what we're doing here. So make sure you support it, and I will continue to do more of these types of videos. So like I said, all drive long, he's just been running spinner on me, but the majority of the time he's just dropping extra guys in coverage. He's not really trying to blitz, right? So here I can see again, he's rushing 3 here, 3rd and 10. I'm going to try to just hit him with a quick out so I could get myself in a position to maybe convert a 4th and short, but we got it knocked out there. So kind of in this red zone area, this scheme has given me a bit more problems because now my man beaters are basically not having enough room to work. He's dropping zones in the areas, the short areas that my man beaters normally would get open to take away like the quick corners, and he's guarding the middle of the field himself. So I'm kind of just on tilt at this point. I really should just take my 3 here because this is a hard area to pick something up. And I mean, I had the drag, but honestly, I don't know if the drag would have been able to score right there. So I just basically threw the post because I felt like that was my only option. It got picked. He played good defense right there. That was a bad start for me. So now you guys are going to actually get to see my defense in action and why I think this style of defense is better than the all-out man-to-man. Yes, I realize he stopped me. However, that was a red zone stop. It's not like he locked me up or anything. I was able to move the ball pretty easily until I got down to the red zone and just had a few bad play calls. So first down, he is, he's come out in trips, and I'm like, okay, he's running the ball. He has his X factor lit up with flash. So I shifted my D-line to the left, using the sub linebacker on the right, and I was able to shoot the A-gap. That's what you can do to stop any sort of read option inside zone fairly easily from gun formations. Now, you guys can see what I did with my coaching adjustments is I have my alignment on base, and I'm going to be running $DB Fire 2 pretty much the entire game. So what you're going to see and why I feel like this is the best defense right now to use is I can press my defense, mix in the blitz, and man people up. So you'll see that I have 2 safeties. I have Jackrabbit and Chad Johnson. Both of those guys have pretty much all the knockouts I need. So with Chad Johnson, he has a X factor, or not an X factor, but it's ability that actually is an X factor. He basically has universal coverage as an ability for 2 AP. He will get every knockout in the game. Jackrabbit, he has the universal coverage X factor for every knockout in the game, but it's only going to be activated about a little bit more than half the game. So I also put deep route knockout on him, so when it's not active, I can just man him up and still have the deep route KO. On my outside corners, again, because I'm playing a hybrid defense, you'll see me in a lot of the DB Fire 2 pretty much all game. I only have deep out zone knockout on them. The reason for this is a lot of times when I put them in deep zones or zone drop flats. I also have acrobat on them so that if someone throws a quick flat pass, they have a potential to get a dive pick animation. Looking to become a better Madden player and win more games? Check out sportsgamers.com. I built sportsgamers.com from the ground up to give you the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks, all at the best price, bar none. We have a VIP membership that gives you access to the entire site, every ebook and every tip we release all year long for only $24.99. Click the link in the description. I've also pinned it in the comments, and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. Deion Sanders and Fuller get acrobat and pick artist 2-0P abilities, which is why I like them. Bayard, he also gets that, which is why I like him as one of my sub linebackers. So this kind of style does allow me to play two different defenses. It allows me to play DB Fire 2, like a hybrid zone blitz scheme with man-ups, or I could play match coverage, as I do here in cover 4 quarters. I can easily play match as well, so I'm pretty versatile. I'm even showing him a different look right here in a man-to-man blitz. I just want to see if he can handle it, even though I don't have man-to-man abilities. This man-to-man blitz does a really, really good job against tight formations, but again, as you guys can see, the man-to-man, is just, in my opinion, is just really, really difficult to play right now because you just don't have enough abilities to make the scheme work, in my opinion. There's just always going to be somebody out there who does not have the ability you need in man coverage. Whereas I feel like the defenses I'm playing, my abilities are, in the right spots. I have the right knockouts and everything I need to make sure that I don't get screwed, basically. And that's a perfect example right there. He just chucked some stuff at me, but because I didn't have, the perfect ability set up for the defense I was in, I didn't get a pick. So it seems to me that this guy really likes the tight offset, and he likes to throw quick flats. He likes to go to the running back out of the backfield on either wheel or in. He likes to send people over the middle on quick slants and drags. So this guy is somebody that is trying to get the ball out quick. He hasn't really even tried to run the ball too much from this formation. But you guys can see he's looking to hit that same post I hit him with over the top, and he does. That was actually a really good dot. I thought I might be able to undercut that, but I was not able to. So this drive, honestly, I haven't ran enough with DB Fire. I should just be running DB Fire every play on him. He hasn't really shown that he could beat it. I don't even know why I got away from it, but that's what I will be running pretty much the rest of this game. Basically, second goal from the 1. I'm thinking he's probably going to run here, but he actually does an RPO. Again, my guy doesn't react. So I'm in a bad spot. I basically need a quick touchdown before half to basically give myself a chance for him to mess up. Or if I don't score quickly, I need to take all the time off. So right there, it looked like he shaded his coverage underneath because I just saw a lot of players zoom wide open. And I was able to get a touchdown. You guys can see, he's not necessarily even pressing. A lot of times he's keeping his DBs, he's manually backing up his DBs that are pressed, and he's keeping them at safety depth. And you can individually back up your corners. Now, he hasn't done it every single time, but that is an adjustment I've seen him do. And I feel like he did shade his coverage underneath right there. So I was able to hit the post over the top for a one-play score. I kind of made his user go to the left at the beginning of the play because of my route combo. And once I distracted his user, that post route on Saints End is always going to fry man coverage. And in my opinion, it's the best route in the game. So I didn't like the way I played defensively the first drive. Just trying to do too much. So we're just going to go the all-out man here. The all-out hybrid scheme here in DB Fire 2. And again, you're seeing what I'm doing is pretty simple. I'm keeping my outside corners in either deep zones or zone drop flats, and I'm manning up to 2 safeties as well as the sub linebacker I don't use her. Now, he had nothing open, so he just kind of chucked it to me. And, I was able to get a pick. And, again, that's because I have the proper abilities out here. Now, you can see if Carmichael, that's his user, he has acrobat on Carmichael. Carmichael is, the new 99 linebacker that came out. Super good speed, height. But the problem is, again, with linebackers is, I just don't feel like no matter who the linebacker is, no matter what ability you give them, they get as good of animations as safeties. So that's why I personally don't like using them. And, again, you guys can see here, I'm able to drop that dot for the double post combo to get down inside the 3. So you're seeing the problem with his defense is exactly what I was talking about. You don't have enough AP to play man because you're going to have to make a choice between knockouts or shades, point blank period. Because with 12 AP, you could have the right shades and the right knockouts. With 6 AP, you just can't. And basically what happened there is like he had a knockout, but because he did not have a shade or one step ahead, the correct one at least, I had too much separation to where the knockout could not even activate. So you need the shades or the one step ahead to keep the coverage tight, and then you need the knockouts so that even if they get their hands on the ball, they'll knock it out. You can't have one or the other. If you do, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're just going to get beat. And, simple double post combo. So I'm going to go ahead and call timeout right here. He's played pretty good run D, that Overstorm Brave. So what I'm going to do right here is I see he's using the guy that's blitzing, so he's going to have to guard my running back, and then I'm going to try to hit the tight end on the slant once I see him guard the running back over the middle. That's exactly what I do, wide open. We dropped the ball. And we dropped the ball by somebody who wasn't even guarding the tight end. That guy was running over across the field because of the running back. Bad break. I drew up a perfect play, just did not get rewarded. So, ended the half strong after starting off bad. Coming out, though, if he gets a touchdown here, he'll be up. So I got to make sure I tighten up. And that was just a horrible read right there. So he had a corner flat. I had the corner double teamed. He could have thrown to the flat. I don't know why he didn't. I don't even know why he came out in that formation. He seems to like tight offset. That was a bad play call. Looks like he's probably in the Overstorm Brave again. And I'm just going to go with, the same combo I've been killing him with. And that time, he kept the running back manned up by somebody across the field. Which, that's fine. But if you don't use it initially, it's going to be wide open. And he stayed over the middle because, last time, I think he saw I hit him with the slant. So he stayed over the middle that time. And I was able to hit the running back. Now, what I've been noticing is in the red zone, every time he shades underneath. So I knew that the tight end was manned up by a safety right there. And when a tight end's whoever's manned up by a safety, if you shade underneath, they're going to get cooked on a streak. Saint Spot Shake has a crooked streak, which is even better. So by putting the running back out the backfield on a wheel route, I made him user the running back, knowing he was going to shade underneath, and I'd have an easy dot for the streak touchdown to my tight end. Now I'm up 10. First play of his drive, he just throws it right at me. That's a KO there, and an acrobat, and a pick artist. I have no idea how he's able to catch that, but whatever. Ooh. And there we go with Flash. Flash is the best offensive player in the game, in my opinion, because not only is his X factor relevant on runs, but passes as well. You throw it out the flat to him, he's probably going to break the first tackle, make the first guy miss with that X factor activated. So I'm going to try to go ahead and man him up right here by the outside corner. And he actually motions him across the formation, so now I got someone chasing him across the formation. You almost wonder if he had Omaha right there. How in the world did he know I was about to man him up with that outside corner? I mean, just perfect play call right there, but he only got a yard because Flash tried to do a little too much. But at this point, I'm hoping I could hold him to a field goal attempt right here. I really don't want to give up a touchdown because then he's right back in the game. And he just, again, he's chucking at me. I have deep route knockout right there, or I have a knockout ability and the universal coverage X factor on Jackrabbit. So we were able to break that up. Again, you guys can see my abilities are playing a lot better than his. And this is why I think this scheme is better than what he's running, which is just straight up spinner man-to-man on everybody. Now, right there, that was just an interesting call by him. He ran a play that most people don't run out of that formation. I had the corner in the flat, not expecting that player to go deep. He just made a good play call. It is what it is. But I'm going right back to using the double post combo on him. He has no shot to stop this out of man because now he's playing two-man under, right? He sees that his man blitz isn't working, so now he's trying to play two-man under. And I can tell by the way he lines up if it's two-man under or it's spinner. And so I see that, again, it's two-man under right there, so I run trap. He's not even pinching his D-line. He's not respecting the run. Spinner does a better job against the trap, but two-man under has no shot. Now here, guys, you can see this is different. This looks like cover 4. The reason why I say that is the outside corners are lined up outside of my receivers, but also further back. They're not pressed. To me, that would indicate cover 4. So, again, this guy has all man-to-man abilities, but he's getting fried so badly that he's now playing zone. If you have all man abilities and you have to switch to zone, you have no shot. And right here, this is a touchdown because again, that guy's a man-to-man ability. You know, he has no knockout right there. But we got an overthrow, and it is what it is. So that's kind of the reason why I think the game, the meta is not a good one right now because you're giving us at this time of the year. Remember, all the offensive players by now are 99 overalls. In a game where ad catches are good, one-on-one opportunities all over the field without pick artists and knockouts, you're going to catch the one-on-one every time with a good throw. So it's just going to get back to being an ag fest. And that's just any game I played since this update, I've basically just been able to one-on-one aggressive catch anytime I wanted to because nobody I've played has had a good enough AP setup that there wasn't a DB on the field that just couldn't, someone was not able to cover their man basically in man or zone. Someone was just not playing their assignment good. And I just don't like that personally. I don't. So again, he's an all-out man here blitzing, and I make him guard the slant. So I threw a little free form, or I don't even think I free form. I just a pass lead streak to the inside once I saw him guard the slant. That was hot. I clicked on undercut the ball. That was just kind of a play I made mid-play. Like I wasn't trying to do that, but I saw that he had leverage, so I just threw it inside, clicked on, made the play. That was hot. I won't lie. All right, so again, you guys see my adjustments. I man up the sub linebacker and the tight end, the right side of the screen safety on the outside right receiver. I deep zone the left corner and man up the left safety on the slot. I guard the middle, keep the flat on the right. There's nothing open. That's going to be GG's, man. This dude's had enough. He's going to get up out of here. So